Okay, I think I'm back. I think. Yeah, there we go. Hello again, Russian. How's it going? So I'm on the new Hordetesting. It turns out that I had a dinosaur on there. It's about 50% grown, although I have a full stomach of food, but it's not good for me. So I'm somewhere in the middle of the map. Gotta check. But there are only like 40 people on anyway, apparently. So right, so south. No, well, that's the thing. I don't have a perfect diet. I have a poor diet. So, I don't know what's going on. So anyway, yeah, I have no idea why or what's happening. But there obviously wasn't some sort of character reset. So, I guess I will just continue on with this. Not very well. Which way do we go? Probably the south one. Yeah, I know. I have all the icons. I don't know what's going on. I think I just heard something there, but the rain is drowning everything out. It's incredibly loud. Oh, there's food over there. Better go get it. Well, it might be bloody miles away. Yeah, well, this is Hordetesting, and yes, Sonic Killer. We are so back. YouTube just... oh no, fuck it. I can get to the south. Either Heisenturd. I can get to the south before I starve, I think. Wait, do I need to go down that road? Let me check. The fuck? No, I'm just going to keep going south. Just best decision, I think. That fucking leaf scared the shit out of me. I thought it was a fucking dinosaur charging me. There's a leaf that came across the screen. I was like, ah, fuck! Wasn't nearly as dramatic as I first thought. No, not banned from Twitch. You know what's interesting, right? Is I always find it very interesting. Oh, thank you, Hasn't. Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. We'll play again tomorrow. the thing I was going to say is surprise, right? It's always interesting how everything is reported to be bigger when people are afraid. Everything is magnified. I think it's obviously that's straightforward and makes perfect sense, right? Obviously. I don't know, there's something about it that I find kind of oddly fascinating. And so, like, just every story from the past, obviously exaggerated. Okay, where the fuck am I? Am I going the right way? No, I'm not going the right way. It's that way. Oh, fucking hell. That was a big drop. But, like, even in a video game, you know, in every circumstance, if you are mildly surprised about something, then your perception just goes straight out the fucking window. Anything that is vaguely alarming just destroys your sense of perspective. Well, since I'm burning up my stamina, I really hope I don't run into anything dangerous. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's surprising or anything like that. Like, there's obviously a very sensible evolutionary reason for it. Whatever you've encountered, take it fucking seriously. You know, if you assume it's twice the size that it actually is. God, this... Oh, no, it's not that the Sarah naturally has terrible stamina. It's just my diet's fucking atrocious. Right, so what has changed here? Protein, lipid, carbs. Okay, but... I mean, that's great. I guess. What about mutations? Okay, they are there. Hi there, Smarat. I'm doing very well, thanks. Getting a good balance of proteins, lipids, and carbs. Gives you a good diet, and it tells you what gives you those things. I got a lot of proteins. Actually quite difficult to get lipids. And when you've got like all of them. I said, did I just hear something? But even if I did, how the fuck would I see it? This fucking weather. No, being a keto dino is not ideal. You only get like a 30% growth, something like 20-30%. Or it might be lower. I mean, they've just changed everything, so who knows what it is. My mum plays this. My mum's been playing the Isle since Legacy. Yeah, my mum's enjoying Diablo. Her problem is that she's a 66-year-old woman who's never played video games before she was retired, right? If she'd played video games like when I was younger, when she was younger, she'd be pretty good at them. But she's got to learn all of the basic motor skills at a period in her life where your motor skills are hardly at their best, you know. Oh, both my parents are great. I'm very lucky. Very lucky. This way. Yeah, I know, and I swear, I was doing hardly any damage to Andariel. It was my mum destroying Andariel. All the things, you know. I was playing a necromancer and she was playing a druid, a caster druid. That rolling ball of fire thing is really good. Any food around? Doesn't look like it, does it? I don't know. I don't think she's ever played a dibble, actually. Let me check the map. No, I need to go west here, actually. Yeah, the magic base classes do start out quite strong. The sorceress at the moment is... I've got a level 20 something, 22 sorceress. And because I've got chain lightning up a few levels, fucking hell, I'm rinsing, absolutely rinsing entire rooms of fucking enemies. Like, it is not a problem. But the thing is, I have played it enough to know that in hell, there are lots of enemies that are basically... I mean, there are enemies that are immune to everything. Just, like, everything, basically. Immune to physical, immune to fire, lightning, poison, cold. Yeah, the sorceress is top tier, but, like, it really can come unstuck with some things. Oh, charms that break immunities. Okay, that's interesting. Because honestly, that was the thing. Like, Paladin or Berserker, or Barbarian, were generally better picks at top levels. Because you'd be able to equip yourself with whatever you needed to deal with whatever was in front of you. This is a Ceratosaurus. We're casually loping through the jungle. Hopefully on our way to find one of the 30 players that's still online. Yeah, average evening in Britain. Just shit. Oh shit, these fucking things. Okay. Fucking hell, I need to get my stamina back. There's me burning off my stamina and running 2 full-grown galleys. I don't even know what the galley stats are like. I better check them out, actually. Let's find out. So... Right, okay, it's actually not strong. That's good. I probably could take a galley. Good to know. Yeah, the sorceress is a beast. Thing is, I really like the combat druid. I like the shape-shifting druid. I think it's a very cool thing. The bear was great, man. Absolutely demolish. Yeah, honestly, I have a habit of, like, when I'm falling asleep, just putting on a video. A lot of the time, it'll be like an archaeology video or something. There's a great channel called North02, and this guy does really autistically in depth, just breakdowns of, like, what was it like in the Ordovician period. What was everything we know about Neanderthals and stuff like that. And his videos are just spectacularly information rich. And so I happen to know quite a lot about a bunch of things that, the information is never used and never comes up. So it's like, okay, but I do know these things. Quite glad the galleys didn't try anything, to be honest. Given how little stamina I had, I feel like I would have been in some serious trouble. I'm only half grown as well, so. North 02 is the channel, and yes, D, this is I. Yeah, North 02, and he's really good. Feels like a bit of a lib, but, his videos are really good. Oh, come on, there's really nothing around. Alright, fine. Yeah. What did Alex Salmon die of? I don't mean to be callous, but, like, everyone was, oh my god. It's like, yeah. But a 69-year-old man of his sort of body shape, heart attacks can come on pretty quick, right? I don't have any particularly strong feelings about Alex Salmon one way or another, to be honest. Well, that's the thing. There's no particular reason to think that it is the medical procedure, right? Like, again, 69-year-old man suddenly kills over, well, probably heart attack, I would have guessed. Right, apparently the salt lick does something now. But, like, if it does, I don't know how to interact with it. Huh. Holding E does something. Okay, I guess I was eating some salt there. Interesting. Yeah, he battered his last Mars ball. Rip big man. Well, that's the thing. Like, I can't imagine that Alexander's diet was particularly good. And 69 isn't bad for, like I said, a guy in his sort of physical condition. So. But yeah, as I said, I didn't have any particularly strong feelings towards him, one way or another. I watched a history YouTube about Neanderthals being short to study or more capable of seeing low light, and I realised Neanderthals are where we got dwarves. Right, Stephen, that's really interesting, actually, that you say that. Because I've long wondered. I thought there was a dead car note there. I've long wondered about this. Like, there were long stretches of history in which human beings were well aware of other sentient humanoid creatures that were obviously about as smart as we are, and we were able to interbreed with. So is it really such a stretch to think that we would carry forward, even if it's 100,000 years, stories of dwarves, elves, like, I don't know, Jinn maybe, but Jinn maybe has something a bit more special. Like, but whatever, you know, these sort of other races of humans, you know, halflings maybe. Is it really so unlikely or impossible? God, please don't let there be a fucking croc here now. That they could persist in folklore, right? No, I don't think Sasquatch is one of them. But like elves and dwarves in northwestern European mythology. And there are like precursor races that certain mythologies hold existed at some point. And so it's entirely possible they could be, you know, like you would get like Native American stories of strange-looking humans who would occupy a certain area, and then eventually over time they just disappear. It's like, right, okay, interesting. Yeah, the details become very fuzzy, obviously, but the general outline of there was another race of humanoids that was not human, but we could talk to, interact with, blah blah blah. And so the elves did this, the dwarves did this, blah blah blah. You know, the little people there did that. You know, because I mean, like, you know, if and humans, right? One of the things that's interesting about humans have actually usually been quite tall throughout history, like human beings, Homo sapiens. Like 6 foot was not an unusual height for a Cro-Magnon, right? That's crazy, isn't it? Because that's taller than the average height now, and yet it's like, okay, so it's because of their diet. You know, their diet was actually pretty good. You know, lots of meat, lots of nuts, berries, anything else you can get. And so, like, if you've got... And Neanderthals, for example, were about 5'5", 5'6", but they were very stocky. But if you've got, like, a race of smaller humanoids, hominins, and if they're only, like, 5'6", yeah, you're going to refer to them as being small, the little people, maybe. And, over the millennia, this gets compressed into, they're fairies or pixies or something. And it's entirely possible that something like that happens. Yeah, Dark Infinite, yeah, absolutely. I think it's entirely possible that those sort of things are an ancestral memory of that. Of course, can't prove it one way or another, but like, it just strikes me as a plausible explanation, because there's no reason that stories can't persist for tens of thousands of years. Like, there's one story that the native Aborigines in Australia tell about this one guy who did something, and he ran out across this stretch of water that was about ankle deep to chase this woman to an island. And things we can actually date when that water was ankle deep. It was something like 30,000 years ago or something like that, right? So it seems reasonable to conclude that this particular story may well be tens of thousands of years old. Remembering back to when this thing was like a very shallow area of water towards this particular island, when now in the modern day it's a lot deeper because most of the ice has melted. So it's just like, yeah, I mean, I'm up for speculating about that at the very least. I'll get some food. I'm not saying it's definitely that or anything. Yeah, but I think it's entirely possible that, like, northwestern European stories about elves and dwarves, and giants, could just be remembering now extinct races of hominins. It doesn't even feel like a stretch to say, does it? Not necessarily blood memory, just stories are really easy to keep alive. All you have to do is tell someone. And that person, that generation, has to tell someone. But actually, that's one of the things we do all the time for fun, is tell stories. We do this all the time. It's something we enjoy doing. Okay, so it is actually a pig over there. Great. I was hoping for something a little more substantive than pig. I guess I will eat it so I don't starve. Yeah, that's true, Australia. Apparently they also don't have Neanderthal admixture. So, humans are just very varied. The Denisovians are like an East Asian lineage of extinct hominid, I don't know which it is. The Europeans don't have. I was hoping there'd be food around here. So, yeah, just basically human evolution is a very long, complex thing. Non-linear. Oh, hello. Does he look bigger than me? I appreciate the offer. I like how business-like it is. Well, something's been changed. Would you like to start a family? Some food there. Yeah, there aren't really that many players online, so seems unlikely. Shit, there better not be a fucking croc in here. Fucking hell, I was shitting myself then. Yeah, arcade selection at work right there. Yeah, anyway, I think it's very easy to see, to have stories. Oh well, okay. Can I get that? No. Okay. Very, very plausible that a story could last for 50,000 years or something. It would just be a very fuzzy story, and whatever it was describing originally would be very much lost in translation. Right, I think I'm gonna have to just log off because I don't think there are enough players on for me to survive, frankly. Yeah, I mean, any account of the flood is probably going to be something around 10,000 years old. Because that's when... well, I'll check the servers. But this was the most popular server when I logged into it. I had like 56 people. But yeah, I don't know. I'll have a look though. North America. The Europeans have all gone to sleep, I'm afraid. Right, so I guess that's my cue to also go to sleep. So I will see you all tomorrow. Take it easy, chaps.